We're in today with the GTX Titan. This is a 2013 video card with 2688 shaders. It's got 6 GB of VRAM, GDDR5, Samsung, running at 837 MHz on the core clock, 1502 MHz on the memory clock, 384 bits bus with DirectX 11, and we're gonna pair it up with this i7-6950X with 10 cores and 20 threads. The best thing we can do for it, jump in a couple of games and see how it holds with that 6 GB of VRAM amount. Let's go. I'm on 1440p in Battlefield with maximum details, and from the start you're gonna see that it's already passing 3 GB of VRAM, and this is the most important thing because this game it's actually fun to play on a video card like this. It looks and it runs okay in this situation, doesn't have any problems. 3.1 GB of VRAM utilized, maximum core load in this situation with this video card. It's holding pretty well in this case with this game. 99% load on the core, 66 degrees on the core of the video card with 85% fan power. 6.1 GB of system RAM utilized, 20% load on the CPU, and 400 watts consumption from this GTX Titan. Holding pretty well in this case with this video card. Actually, let's see on a different scale how it's running, because with a different map I think it's gonna do much better. Oh yeah, definitely in the right direction with this. Still on the good FPS side, 2.6 GB of VRAM allocated here with 1.6. Very interesting performance. Still maximum load on the core, 67 degrees. Holding pretty well even on other maps. It's doing a fantastic job, but I think with the explosion and effects is gonna drop a little. You know, 1440p. It's not that it's not good, it's a little demanding. Look at that performance. Still holding 2.7 GB of VRAM allocated, 1.5 process. It's doing a fantastic job, this video card. So in this case with 1440p in Battlefield, the Titan doesn't require 6 GB of VRAM. I think a 780 Ti can actually do the job in this case. Look at how nice performance it is. 1440p with maximum details. Spot on performance. Ultra details, 1440p, Battlefield 1. I think this is gonna be very interesting performance because look at this. What the heck is going on? I got 45 FPS, maximum load on the video card core, 76 degrees on this occasion with this video card. Ooh, holding pretty well. System wise, I got like 10.7 GB of system RAM used. What the fuck? Look at this. Welsh blade, man. Alright, let's go there and actually kick their asses. This is a very interesting performance because previous video card that I played, it was with 3 GB of VRAM, and now I got 4.4 GB of VRAM utilization. It's good because it does the job. Maximum core load, 77 degrees. This is a very interesting performance because I tested the GTX Titan with an IO cooler and it had better cooling system, you know, than this one. This is the reference, you know, this is the Founders Edition, and I think this is actually important when it comes to gaming on maximum. I'm on 1440p with maximum details and he's holding like this. Not bad. Look at this. Man, they demolished the building. 28 FPS on minimal, 31 on 1%. What the heck is going on? 20% on the CPU side. I got like 10.4 GB on the system. Holding pretty well with this amount of load. Maximum quality. Maximum, I mean, 1440p is the resolution that I can put on this occasion. This is the performance I'm expecting from this GTX Titan. It's doing the job, it's utilizing the VRAM. I got the nice average. I don't have the best averages here, but you can actually see that it's trying to do the job. When it comes to Dragon Age with maximum details on Ultra, I got MSAA on X2, so in this situation it's not that too much. 1440p, Ultra details, this is something that I was expecting to run a little better, you know, but there is a difference, you know, because this video card has 6 GB of VRAM, but the 3 GB of VRAM video card that I tested, the 780 and 780 Ti, they managed to boost on the core to 1045 or 1090 or something like that, but because of the VRAM, it's only 3 GB of VRAM, they had limitation. But now this one has 6 GB of VRAM, but it's only 993 MHz on the core, not 29 FPS on minimal with 36 on average. I have to go around the map and see how much it's gonna average, but in this situation you can definitely see it's working okay-ish theoretically. Not bad, not good, adjustable, you know. You can do some custom settings. It's got a render scale, you can fiddle with it, you know. It's showing me that it's almost there. System RAM utilized, it's okay on the system side, but on the GPU side, the core is maxed out. 73 degrees on this occasion is doing okay. 85% fan power in order to deliver this. The quality is spot on, and I got nearly 400 watts consumption. So theoretically, I've seen higher consumption from the 780 Ti. Maybe that is a bigger power consumption video card, you know. I don't know, it makes no sense. It had higher frequency on the core, and maybe that's the reason. In this case, it's almost there, but the quality, it like every single other video card, is spot on. There is room for improvement, even though I got only 30 FPS. So can't say nothing bad about it, because I know how to adjust it, because I wanted to put it on maximum, you know, to see how it's performing. I'm actually curious, you know, because if it's reaching 3.1 gig of VRAM, then I can justify the Titan, you know. If I can put this amount of load on the video card's memory, it's kind of good, you know, because it becomes stable at look at this, 36 FPS on average. It becomes stable, you know. And usually when you have a game that is not very, I should say, fast paced, you know, it's okay even with 40 FPS with maximum details. Some games are good, you know. I don't know, you have to play this game on 40 FPS in order to see if you want to keep it like that. But I think that you can adjust it in such a way that you get the right FPS. So in a fight, you can see I got like 28 FPS on average. Not the best, you know, but it's almost there. It's playable. 25 on 1%, 3 gig of VRAM only utilized. Not bad. Still holding great on the performance. I wanna see if it's reaching 3.1 gig of VRAM, because that's the most important thing ever. This is the best test I can do for this, because if it's running like this, then I can say that it's adjustable. But if we're jumping in Grand Theft Stutter with this video card on 1440p with maximum details, you're gonna see that the video card is doing a fantastic job. You know, it's being utilized. You can actually hear the fan is spinning up, you know, 85% fan power in order to keep this video card on 67 degrees. Maximum code load, it looks okay-ish. Well, you know, it's full with stutter, but can't say nothing bad. 380 watts consumption and only 1.5 gig of VRAM utilized. This is not a game that requires VRAM. So in a situation like this, I will say, you know what, I think the best thing to have here, it's a faster core, you know, not VRAM. So if you're interested on playing GTA 4, I think the core needs to be faster. It needs to have not 993 megahertz on the core speed. It needs to have like 1000 and something, and you'll have better FPS. So VRAM, I mean 6 gig of VRAM, that is for the GTX Titan, it's not very useful in this game. But like I said, core speed is going to be much better. And if imagine having a core speed that is fast, a bigger fan speed, because this is a blower style, you know, it's got like that reference cooler on it. For me, it looks fantastic, you know, because I don't know if it's from Asus, you know, but it says in GPU-Z that is from Asus, but the cooler is the generic one, you know, the Founders Edition. But all in all, I can say GTA 5, it's one of those games that requires a fast core on the video card, not amount of VRAM. See, 1.7 gig of VRAM, like 2 gig of VRAM, 3 gig of VRAM can actually do the job. So in this situation with the 780 Ti, it would have been a much better situation. It had better temperature. 780 did much better because the core, the size of the core with that big radiator with 3 fans, it was doing a much better job there on the thermal side. 68 degrees, look at this, it's getting to 70 in some situation. But yeah, minimal and average, it's almost there. 31 on minimal and 70 on the average. Let me reset this and see if it's actually holding there. But it's there, you know. It's there, the performance is there, even with the Titan is actually good, you know. But if you average the games that is using the VRAM and the core speed, you'll end up with a video card that requires more than 3 gig of VRAM, because some of them, even though you don't need the speed on the core, it's utilizing the VRAM, you know. So in this situation with this video card, I will definitely take the Titan, because I will show you that other games are utilizing the VRAM properly. And in this case, yeah, even though I'm not using the VRAM, I will still use it for majority of the game. Yeah, me and my stupid idea, I said, oh, I'm gonna activate MSA on maximum and see if it's actually working, because I got 6 gig of VRAM, and I was like, I wanna use the VRAM, you know, and I put extended shadows and try to fill up that VRAM, but I got like 4.5 gig of VRAM only, and in this case I barely got like 30 FPS. It's utilizing the core at maximum, and the MSA, it's killing the performance. I put X8 on this occasion. Let's put at least X2, Daniel. Try it like this. Not even like this. You've got the extended shadows, and I think I have to disable it. Let's try disable it. You know, because I put extended shadows and all kinds of stuff, and how about keeping X2 on MSA and disable extended shadows? Let's try with NVIDIA GTX. Let's take a drive and see how it looks. Oh, the quality is so good on this occasion. I like it. I like this. I mean, there's a lot of room to fiddle around with the quality and adjust it in such a way that you can benefit from this GTX Titan, but out from the start, it's utilizing 3.7 gig of VRAM. So in this situation, this Titan is offered you in GTA a lot of options. But I think that if I disable the shadow, and I want to disable this one because I want to see how the video card is performing. So 1440p maximum details. I want to see the performance. Oh, look at that. I can feel 60 FPS. Yes, that's it. Good performance. 60 FPS now. 3.6 gig of VRAM, maximum core load, 71 degrees. Not very efficient, that cooler, but it looks great. Seriously, it looks great. I think I'm blaming because this video card doesn't boost too well. Let's see, I put power limit now to 106. Let's see how much power is gonna put into the video card. 60 FPS, 63. 4 gig of VRAM utilized, still holding to 60 FPS. So if it's only to 60 FPS, it's not worth on actually unlocking it, because you may end up burning up the VRM. 4 gig of VRAM utilized here, holding pretty well, 62 on average and 57 on 1%. It's holding pretty well on the average side, you know, the performance is here. 401 watts consumption. Performance wise, I'm very surprised that it's like this, you know. You can do a manual overclock in this case on the video card, but it's not worth it because it's a GTX Titan, it's Founders Edition, and it works really nice, you know, even like this without overclocking it. But if you're interested on playing the game with this, I think you have to do some custom adjustments in order to get the right performance. There is no problem here, you know, even though I got like 60 FPS on average. Do remember it's 1440p with maximum details, you know, so this video card can cook in GTA 5, and there's a lot of options that allows me to do that. All right, in GTA 5 online, you can actually see I got still 60 FPS on average. Very good performance in this case, because it allows me to play the game with decent performance, you know. It's not a bad performance from this video card online, and I really appreciate it. Everybody got a bounty. Oh, there is a hacker here. Oh, look at that. Bro, come on, let's go. Guy made $10,000 here. Oh yeah, boy. Piece of garbage. Let's see how many FPS we get to when we're fighting with the police and chasing and... Sorry, bro. I didn't get the bounty. 10,000. Yes, look at that. Every time I come online, I sell a car, I go for roulette, you know, and I made nearly 1 million, you know. It's not, it's just testing the video cards and coming and doing something that gives me like 5,000, 10,000, you know, something for free, you know, to get something, you know. But in this situation, I was like, yeah, $10,000. Let's get that money because it's worth it. 1 week's of money work here.
I'm Batman, and today we're gonna play with the GTX Titan 4040p. Look at this. The whole city looks gorgeous.
All jokes aside, you can actually see the performance is spot on with this. I really appreciate how this video card is working here. Yeah, 4.7 allocated and 3.7 utilized. This is the reason why this video card is holding pretty well. It's very fluent, even though it says 40 FPS on 46 on average. It does a fantastic job on utilizing this video card. Look at this. It doesn't go below 40 FPS, so it stays on 49, 37 actually. apparently on minimal. It's good even like this, but most of the time I will do some custom adjustment, maybe put how should I say 1080p and leave it with maximum details, or adjust the resolution or adjust the quality in such a way that I get 60 FPS on constant. But definitely in the right direction with this GTX Titan. It does a fantastic job. So in this case, with 410 watts maximum, almost it delivers the FPS I want. 75 degrees is getting this blower apparently. You know, I'm grateful that I had the opportunity to see that GTX Titan with the water cooling, because that was actually fantastic. But this generic blower, you can see that is reaching some very interesting thermals. You know, 75 is not okay, but it does offer me nice performance here with this game. And I like it. I like how this game is pushing this video card at maximum, seriously. If I'm interested on a game that is similar, like an open world, go fly around, have some nice fights, I think this is the one that represents a true utilization of the core. In soccer, apparently with this video card, with this GTX Titan, it's gonna be very interesting because it offers me the FPS, but this is the problem. 901 megahertz on the core. I don't understand that why. I got 100% core load and it's underclocking. I have to put power limit 67 degrees. Why is it doing that? Very interesting performance. Now, in every game that I managed to test, you know, until now, I had 991 or nearly to 1000 megahertz on the core. Now I got 928, 15. Why is it utilizing this video card like this? In only 43 FPS, you know. I think DirectX 10 it's doing this. It's not about the video card itself. I think the optimization is from the video card, I think with the drivers or something, you know. 67 degrees, 85% fan power, 1.5, nearly 1.6 gig allocated, 1.2 euros. So I think this is not related to the core itself, you know. I don't think it knows how to utilize this video card at maximum. Let's try one more thing. So I put now power limit to 105. Very interesting, seriously. Maximum details, 1440p. This is the resolution I put. Got 212 watts consumption from the video card. It's not being utilized on the CPU side. But it still got 360 watts consumption, even though the GPU is on maximum. 888 megahertz on the core of the video card. It's underclocking really hard, maybe because of DirectX 10 and the drivers. So yeah, apparently S.T.A.L.K.E.R with this video card, it's 30-40 FPS. It's not okay. I think if you lower this resolution and quality is going to be much better. I think it's not very well optimized with this, so this is the reason why I get this type of performance. S.T.A.L.K.E.R, you managed to talk to me with this video card in a different type of language. Apparently it's not very ideal in this case, but the only thing I can say is that it does start. There is a lot of options to set up the game in such a way that you can play it, but yeah, if you're interested on playing the game, you have a lot of options. But on 1440p with maximum details, you see that is yeah, there's a lot of struggle here in order to deliver this performance. All right, let's jump into World of Tanks with 1440p here. Maximum details. I got different type of performance. I want to see if I can utilize this GTX Titan in this case. I got 941 megahertz on the core speed. I don't understand why. Look at that. I managed to reset MSI Afterburner and I got 993 megahertz on the core speed. Put the power limit on maximum and try to see if I can get the performance. Very interesting from this video card. Performance wise is good, 68 degrees. I got 60 FPS with this amount of quality. Not bad. 19% low, 3.1 gig of VRAM allocated, 2.6 utilized. But the core is not maxed out. I don't understand why the frequency is there like that. 941. At the beginning of the game, it managed to go to 993 and now it's dropping down and it's not being utilized at maximum. Very interesting performance. I like how World of Tanks is utilizing this video card. Still surprised on the frequency there. I don't know why is it working like that, but it's utilizing 230 watts consumption from the video card. I got nearly 400 watts consumption from the wall. 73 degrees automated fan power in this case in order to deliver this. But all in all, I can say he's doing a fantastic job. Yeah, definitely I need 6 gig of VRAM in order to play this game with 60 FPS on average. I started the video with 900 and something on the core, 940 or something, and now it's 837. Let me give it a restart. It made no sense at the beginning, but 941 megahertz was not the original clock. On the data sheet, it says that it's 836, and I got confused. And I said, well, no, you got 991 megahertz boost, you know, but it does. And I think this is the original clock on the video card, and it's boosting to 900 and something like that. I like it. I like this video card. It doesn't matter how it's performing compared to the other ones, because this is the Founders Edition and it's got a lot of problems when it comes to performance in this situation. I like it. I like the 6 gig of VRAM idea on a GTX Titan, on a Kepler video card, and I think the most important thing is to just look at this and see how it's performing with games that are related to the video card's age. You know, if you put it in games that are newish, I think it needs to be esports that are light to the video card, you know, doesn't consume a lot of core speed, you know. It's got the 6 gig of VRAM. Maybe some games are optimized in that direction to use the VRAM, but in this case you can actually see there needs to be a balance between your quality that you need, the resolution, and the performance the video card has, you know, has to offer, you know. And you can use all video cards like this, but I think, like I said in previous video, GTX Titan is a privilege on the name. It's not a privilege on the performance. There's video cards like from different sub-vendors like Asus or all kinds of models, let's say Gigabyte or His, because this is something that I'm looking into now, because they have different type of coolers and design, you know. Many models that have efficient coolers, you know, and having a generic fan blower is not very ideal. I think Titan with some custom coolers will be even better. You know, we managed to see it previous with an IO cooler. Maybe an SLI video. What do you think? I think this is a very good video card, but it needs to be put with the right games. Today I managed to see, because I keep pushing this type of games, because I was turned on this idea that 780, you know, it's like the base for high-end video cards, and I was like 780 Ti, now Titan, you know, and I was like, how they are comparing to each other, because the price back in the days was a little, you know, different, you know, 780 versus a Titan, and the price was like a little bigger, you know. All jokes aside, I think this is a very interesting video card, but it keeps getting rarer every day, you know. People are getting on the price tag a little higher just to get a Titan, you know, because you get a Titan, you know, you have a video card like this, you know, and you know, yeah, I still have the original GTX Titan. It's the name, you know, it's nothing related to performance. It's the name itself. It's a privilege to say, I have the GTX Titan. Regardless, it's a good card, but you have to be careful what you're putting on. That's it. If you have any suggestion for this video card or for the system, make sure you leave a comment, smash that like button, and I will see you very soon.